Hi there. Thank you for joining us. My name is Paul Salah. I'm the proud superintendent of the Huron Valley Schools. I wanted to take just a couple of moments and introduce some folks that I'm here with today. We're actually at the Highland Township offices with Tammy Flowers, the clerk here in Highland Township, and Anthony Noble, the clerk for White Lake Township. There have been several changes in election law, and we are so grateful for our clerks because they have a really heavy lift this year. And we all want to do our part to communicate information for our constituents so that everyone knows how to easily vote, whether it's in person or by mail or, any of the number of nuances, right, that exist today. So with that, because Huron Valley Schools is placing a ballot proposal on the ballot in May, we wanted to make sure that we had an informed citizenry out there. So our ballot proposal is a zero tax rate increase, focused on safety and security, infrastructure, as well as modernizing our educational environment. I'm not going to go into that detail here because what's important is just for our audience to know how to vote. So first question is, we know that there are some changes in election laws. So what are some important things that you think people just need to know generally?
First, make sure that you're registered to vote. If there are at least 15 days before an election, you can register online, by mail, or in person. For the May 7th election, beginning April 23rd through Election Day, you need to visit your local clerk's office to register.
Take a look at what your ballot looks like ahead of time by visiting mi.gov/vote. And while you're there, you can check your registration, you can request an absentee ballot, and see where your voting locations are.
Also, we had sent these out earlier in the month, and you should be receiving these cards that will explain that in the mail by each clerk's office within Oakland County.
Thank you both for that information. This is extraordinarily helpful for everyone to learn and hear. One of the questions that's out there is there's a lot of changes in early voting for people. So what would you say people need to know about early voting?
Early voting, this year there is early in-person voting, which takes place 8 hours per day for 9 days. For May 7th election, early voting is open from April 28th through May 5th. Early voting allows voters to cast their ballots similar to how they would at the polling place on early election day. And we're here to serve and help when you come in.
Highland and White Lake voters can vote at the Highland Township offices. Milford Township and Village voters can vote at the Lyon Township office on Grand River in New Hudson. The central early voting site for all Huron Valley voters is at the Waterford Oaks Activity Center. Check mi.gov/vote for the hours.
I know that there are questions out there regarding absentee ballots. And so if you could take just a couple minutes and talk about any changes that folks need to be aware of related to absentee ballots, I think that would be very helpful.
Voters can request an absentee ballot and submit it prior to election day by mail, in person at their local clerk's office, or at the drop boxes. White Lake Township currently has 2 drop boxes. The first one is going to be located at 7525 Highland Road, White Lake, Michigan. Our second drop box is going to be at our Dublin Senior Center, located off of Union Lake Road near St. Pat's.
And Highland has 2 drop boxes now. One is at the front of the township office, and the other is at the new fire station on Wardlow Road. You can now bring your absentee ballot with you to vote in person, either at early voting or at the precinct on election day. Just vote your ballot at home and then bring it in, and you can tabulate your ballot yourself.
So again, I just want to take a moment and thank both Tammy and Anthony for being here with us to provide general information regarding what you might expect in this upcoming election cycle. I know all the information regarding all of our precincts are available at Highland, White Lake, as well as Milford Townships and Commerce as well. All available on our website. Again, I just want to encourage you to get educated about the May 7th election in particular. On our website at hvs.org, there is a plethora of information for the voter to consider as they make decisions regarding how to cast their ballots in May. Thank you very much.